We begin with breaking news at 4. Pamela Hupp will likely spend the rest of her life in prison for shooting and killing a mentally disabled man in St. Charles County. Just hours ago, Hupp changed her plea in that case, a case that's attracted the attention of people from across the country. 5 on Your Side's Jacob Long is live in St. Charles now with the latest. Jacob?
Well, Kay, I just stepped out of a pretty powerful press conference with St. Charles County Prosecuting Attorney Tim Lomar, who told me he still very much believes that Pamela Hupp deserves to die for the crime she committed, but there are a lot of reasons why the state has now decided to take the death penalty off the table. The cost to taxpayers being one reason, the years of emotional stress on the victim's family. So that's why the state is going with an Alford plea in this highly publicized case. That essentially means that Hupp, in order to avoid the death penalty, is pleading guilty now, not guilty, to first-degree murder and armed criminal action, but is not admitting to the crimes of which she is charged. As we had been reporting for years, Pamela Hupp, the 60-year-old from O'Fallon, Missouri, she was arrested and charged in August 2016 for the tragic shooting death of 33-year-old Louis Gumpenberger, a special needs man who was a total stranger to her at the time. Hupp was essentially posing as a producer for the NBC show Dateline. She was trying to recreate a 911 call in an effort to take some heat off of her for the 2011 stabbing death of her friend, Betsy Faria, out of Lincoln County, a crime that many people still believe Pamela Hupp played a critical role in. Hupp shot and killed Gumpenberger in this wild, elaborate plot that included a staged home invasion in Hupp's own house, planting evidence on Gumpenberger's body, including a note that prosecutors say Hupp wrote herself, money from her own sock drawer. A very sloppy effort, Lomar told me, by Hupp to try and cover her tracks, make this look like self-defense. But he did tell me that in the first 3 days, back when this happened in 2016, the evidence, both physical and electronic, was crystal clear that Hupp was responsible for all of this.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. To me, when we heard what she told these guys, I said, well, that sounds like something a middle school kid would come up with to write a crime story. It sounds interesting, but there were so many holes in it, and that's when the holes really started to develop.
So for now, we're essentially waiting for Pam Hupp to be sentenced. She is looking at life in prison for the murder charge and 30 years for the armed criminal action, which the state and defense are agreeing will be served concurrently. That means that Pamela Hupp will never be a free woman again. We will formalize that sentencing on August the 12th of this year. Coming up all new at 5 o'clock, you will hear for the very first time the critical 911 call, where you will hear Gumpenberger and Hupp interacting, and that is one piece of the evidence that Lomar had said was so critical to their case. For now, we are live in St. Charles. Jacob Long, 5 on Your Side.
All right, thank you, Jacob. Keep it here on 5 on Your Side as we continue to follow the latest with the Pam Hupp case. We'll be posting any updates on our website, ksdk.com, as well as on our mobile app.